looking for the broccoli. I keep a horn on the deck of my seat. I peep, ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. Woke up looking for the broccoli. I keep a horn on the deck of my seat. I peep, ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. I peep, blueprint is by me. I peep, keep a horn on the deck of my seat. I peep, keep a.
So I'm really worried about this DJI ban, because like you, I mean, I only have a couple, and for majority of people, from what I'm hearing and seeing, a lot of you guys got expensive, really expensive drones, multiple, action cams, the Pocket 3 mics, and this ban is freaking me out because at one point in the near future, because I just landed this job, I wanted to upgrade my drone and get the new wireless mics for the DJI, but this ban, which is cutting real close, it ain't looking too sweet right now, and I have no idea of the type of information that goes with this kind of whole scenario. I'm not knowledgeable. Like, I know what's going on, but I'm not knowledgeable enough to talk about it. I'm making this to see how you guys feel about it. What are your thoughts? What are your concerns? What are your plans on moving forward? Maybe, you started your YouTube when the Pocket 3 started to get real popular within the last year. And now there's a ban on all DJI products in the future because we won't be able to do, upgrades and or updates and repairs and stuff like that. So for those of you that are heavily reliant on the DJI products, what are you guys really concerned about? And what are your moves? Because I've always liked having drone footage, and I don't know what I'm going to do, right? So there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of really good information out there. But, and like I said, there's a whole lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of misleading, clickbait videos and articles, and there's a lot of people spreading, the truth and what to prepare for, what to look forward towards, with this potentially being more likely now that we're coming up close to the date. I know a lot of people personally that use a lot of, drones because they are, top notch when it comes to aerial cinematography and videography and all that noise. And when it comes to a lot of people using the Pocket 3 or even mics for that example. And there was just a war between the DJI mics and the Rode mics, and people were picking sides, chose what products to go with, and now we're at a point where we might not have one side. That's like saying there was PlayStation versus Xbox, and now PlayStation's getting excommunicated out of the United States. So everybody that invested all those games and attachments and all that noise for a PlayStation decided to just cut us off, and now we're either going to have to move on to Xbox, which would, you get what I'm saying, right? But it's just crazy that this is where we're at. It blows my mind with this potential ban being more likely in the next month. And again, I have no knowledge or of any ways to speak on this to update or keep people informed or talk about it like I know what I'm talking about, because it's just, I have DJI products that I've spent money on, put a little bit of time into learning how to utilize them, not a lot, just the bare minimal, and it's now I might not be able to utilize these in the future because there's going to be a ban on the company that produced them. And for those that have heavily invested in DJI products, whether it's starting their YouTube channel with an Osmo Pocket or, utilizing their action camera, their drone, expensive drones for that matter, and now what, all that time effort, money is just gone because of some bullshit. So it sucks. On a completely different note, Walmart is completely packed right now to the brim. Like, I've never seen this many people in a Walmart before. Sorry. There's just so many people. I have been completely and utterly addicted to these jaunts right here. Bow. Those sweet tart ropes and the watermelon berry ones. Them jaunts is fire. So yeah, how are you guys feeling? Like, what are your concerns? Again, what are your questions that you're having? If you have any information, because I have no idea. I'm hoping that this ban doesn't happen, but with everybody saying that it's most likely looking that way, I don't know. I feel bad for everybody. I feel unfortunate for myself for having the few products that I have that I may not be able to utilize. So, you know, like the drone, the Osmo Pocket. I mean, luckily, you know, we have our Sony cams and some other tools to utilize, but what are your guys' thoughts? Let me know below, and I'll check y'all in the next one.